today I'm really excited to talk to you about visualization and most importantly how to visualize correctly. So the most successful people in the world use visualization as a tool to help them achieve the goals that they want. So athletes, actors, entrepreneurs, speakers, they all use visualization as a tool to help them achieve the next big goal that they want in their life. Visualization is a tool where you imagine accomplishing the goal that you've set for yourself, like right now. It's something that's not talked about or taught enough, so I'm going to change that. I want you to know exactly how to visualize correctly so you can accomplish the goals that you want for your life. So here are the steps, and they are super fun, and yeah, so here we go. Decide what you want. Decide exactly what you want for your future. Don't look to your past, don't look to your present circumstances, look to the future, look ahead and decide exactly what it is that you want to create in your future. I highly suggest writing down your goals. There's something about putting it down on paper. It helps get things out of your mind and it just makes it a bit more real when you see it visually on paper. So that would be a tip for you. Don't just decide what you want, but also write it down to make it more real. Step 2 is to close your eyes and imagine having it. So close your eyes, imagine going to a place where you have that result that you wrote down in the step above. First it's going to be a little bit awkward and you're going to be in your head, and I know for me I was kind of like, am I doing this right? I don't really see anything happening, but the more practice, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and then the clearer your vision, your pictures become in your head. To help you with the visualizing process, I have a few questions that I like to ask myself. I do have this written down, so I'm just going to read them for you. The questions that I like to ask are: what does your life look like? What are you thinking about? How did you get the results that you want? What feelings are you experiencing? Where do you live? What are your relationships like? What is your business or career like? What's different? And lastly, what's the same? Step 3 is to practice the thoughts and feelings of having it now. The most important part of visualization is the feelings process. How are you feeling about the results? It's not enough to think about what you want. You need to practice the feeling of having the feelings you would have if you already had what it is that you wanted. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and fake feelings. An example of this is that you feel the same fear feelings that you would when you're watching a scary movie as you would if you were thinking about quitting your job. You can believe that you have what you want from the future, then your brain will believe that. This will elevate your frequency and it will help you take the right step. As you start to do this, you'll feel amazing and you'll start to build anticipation, just kind of like how you do when you're planning your vacation for the next year. So this mental shift will feel awkward at first. You might get a case of imposter syndrome and be like, this isn't really me, but that's only because you're building your identity based on who you want to be in the future and not on who you are now. So your brain will start to freak out a little bit about it if you're doing it right. Once you get a sense of what visualization looks like for you, you need to practice the thoughts and feelings of having it now. Once you start to do this in the present moment, you get the feeling of having it now, so you start to take actions based on the feeling of having those desired results now, and that eventually will help lead to having those results in the future. Step 4 is to look for serendipitous moments. If you do this right, you'll find evidence of it in your everyday life. You may not see the results the very next day that you start doing this, but you'll start to see like little jolts of change and you'll start to notice little things in your everyday life. You know, things will start happening differently. You won't be working harder, you'll be working smarter. I highly recommend the book Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I hope I said his name right. If you want to learn a bit more about this shift in thinking and perception, it's a life changer, and I'll put a link to it in the description below. Step 5 is to schedule time to practice visualizing every day. Can't just wait to find some time, you need to incorporate it into your daily life. I would suggest doing it at the same time each day to sort of just get into that habit of doing it every day. So I personally do this in the morning when I'm doing my miracle morning, and I do it for like 5 minutes in the morning, and sometimes I do it like before I go to bed. I try to visualize the next day ahead. Sometimes not, I don't do it all the time, but that's a habit that I need to create. But when you start to do this, it could be anything from 5 minutes to an hour. It really depends on you and how the time that you've scheduled to do this. And it's super fun. So, you know, you can try and paint really big pictures. That's what I always see it as I'm painting like a vision for my life. So I want to do it in bright colors. I want to do it with lots of emotion, lots of feelings, but I have to do it daily because I know myself, if I don't create it as a habit, it just won't get done. And then I go back to living my life based on my default results, which is my thinking from the past, instead of being that person that I want to be in the future and having things that I want for my future. So, you know, scheduling, it's a life changer, honestly guys. Things don't get done if you don't schedule them in. Visualizing is that your body will start to live as if you have the results that you want now, thus creating it in the future. Instead of creating all of your past, your brain will go into overdrive to create the future that you want. You'll be inspired to take the right action to create the future that you want, instead of doing the wrong things that are giving you the results that you have now, if it's not what you want for your life. I'm really loving visualization because it's really helped me not just create a better future for myself than what I had in the past, but also just visually as well. Like, it's helped me create my dream body, it's helping me get to my dream weight, it's helping me create the bank balance that I want. I said in a previous video that I'm an accountant by trade, but I struggled with my finances, and once I started visualizing myself as someone who actually has multiple zeros in my bank account, I'm starting to see the results of it now, and it's amazing. So I can't recommend this highly enough. You know, the only place that the future really exists is in your mind. So if you want a different future than what you have right now, you need to practice visualizing it every single day, and over time it will happen. Your vision, your dream will become your reality. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys have been inspired. I hope I've given you some nuggets that you can go off and you can work with and you can start implementing into your life. If you like what you've seen, then please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also, you know, I do read your comments, so if you've got any tips or anything that you guys want me to do a video about in the future, then please let me know. Or you can always email me. My email is neffy@explorefreedomnation.com. And like I said before, I'm Neffy. I'm an accountant turned lifestyle entrepreneur and blogger, and I blog at explorefreedomnation.com. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.